Today, we're diving into a challenge that can honestly make or break a modern business: service management. I mean, from a simple little repair to a massive global contract, getting it wrong can be incredibly costly. But as we're about to see, getting it right is totally possible when you have the right toolkit. Just try to imagine the scale of this for a second. You've got a company that might be handling a simple product repair in one city, while at the exact same time they're managing a multi-year service contract on a completely different continent. How on earth do you keep all of that organized, efficient, and, profitable? Well, for a lot of these global companies, the answer is a really powerful suite of tools, like SAP S4HANA Cloud Public Edition for Service. And we're not just talking about one single piece of software here. No, this is a complete integrated system that's designed to manage the entire life cycle of a service request. So how does this whole thing actually work? To really wrap our heads around it, we're going to use a simple but really powerful analogy. Let's just forget all the complex code and the technical jargon for a minute and instead picture a set of digital building blocks, where each block is designed for a very, very specific job. All right, so you know how every good structure needs a solid foundation? Well, it's the exact same idea here. The first part of our toolkit is a set of core, absolutely essential building blocks that are designed to handle the fundamental needs of pretty much any service business. When you boil it down, almost every service interaction follows this pretty simple, logical path. You offer a quote, the customer agrees, and you create an order. Then you confirm the work is complete, and finally, you send the bill. These core building blocks are designed to make that exact workflow happen just seamlessly. So let's take a look at some of these foundational blocks. You've got a service quotation block for creating those price estimates. The service order management block, that's kind of like the engine room. It handles all the planning and execution of the work. And then you have these dedicated blocks for things like in-house repairs or for managing those long-term service contracts. Now, here's where it gets really clever. These blocks aren't one size fits all. They can have specialized versions. Let's take service contracts, for example. The standard block, it's perfect for most situations. But what if you sell these highly complex products with tons of customizable options? Well, that's where an advanced version comes in. It does everything the standard block does, plus it's built to handle all of that extra complexity. Okay, so once that solid foundation is in place, you can start adding more specialized blocks to handle the unique challenges your business faces. And this is where the real power and flexibility of a modular system starts to shine. And this slide shows some fantastic examples of that flexibility. Let's say you offer quarterly equipment inspections. Yep, there's a recurring services block for that. Are you managing a global team across different legal entities? The intercompany billing block is built to handle that complex accounting. Need to process a warranty claim or order a spare part for a technician out in the field? You guessed it, there are dedicated blocks for those tasks too. One of the most powerful specialized blocks has to be the solution order, and the source material describes it perfectly. It's a way of combining products and services in one order. This is a huge deal for modern businesses that don't just sell a product anymore, they sell a complete solution. The hardware, the installation, and the ongoing service contract, all bundled into a single package. Okay, so we've got our core blocks and our specialized blocks. But of course, no two companies operate in exactly the same way, right? So how do you actually make the solution fit your company's unique processes? Well, this is where configuration comes in. In the past, this was handled through an app called Manager Solution, but today that's evolved. Now it's all managed in a really powerful unified environment called Central Business Configuration, or CBC for short. So what does configuration actually mean in this context? It's really important to get this. We're not talking about rewriting code from scratch. Instead, through this CBC environment, you can define the specifics of your business. So for example, you can set up your different service teams, you can create unique pricing rules for specific customers, or even define how service orders get prioritized, all to make the system work exactly the way your business does. But wait, the evolution of this toolkit doesn't just stop with configuration. The next layer that's being built right on top of all these blocks is intelligence. We're now moving into the world of AI-powered assistants. Meet Joule. This is SAP's digital AI assistant, and it's designed to work right alongside you directly inside the service platform. The best way to think of it is as a smart co-pilot that understands what you're trying to do and can instantly find information or guide you through a complex process. And hey, this isn't some far-off futuristic concept. Joule is already being integrated directly into the core building blocks we've been talking about. You can use its conversational search to get help while you're managing a service contract, creating a new order, executing the service itself, or even when you're just analyzing performance data. So let's bring it all back together. We started with a foundational set of building blocks. We saw how you can combine the core and the specialized blocks to expand your capabilities and then customize them to fit your unique business needs. And now we see that this entire toolkit is also becoming intelligent, designed to help you and your teams work faster and smarter. And that really brings us to a final thought. A system like this is designed to be modular, to constantly evolve. So it kind of leaves us with a question for you. If you could design one brand new building block to add to this toolkit, what specific customer service problem would you want it to solve? All right, welcome to the Explainer.